Welcome to our mini-series.
So far, they are ignoring each other hardcore. This girl's really pretty.
So mad.
So, hopefully, today we're gonna come home with a bunny.
It didn't go well at all. They were pulling hair and fighting over food. No bunnies are going home with us today. Started chasing him and he started thumping at her. Eventually, they ended up snuggling. Bunny date number 5. Dipper is a pro at this now. Doesn't even care about riding in the car. We are having another date with Allie and hoping it goes well. Anything bad?
We are thinking of a name that begins with X.
Or a name that starts with W.
Yeah.
One of those.
We're gonna find out.
Where are you going? Where are you going, little girl?
Would we like to move and have hay? That's fine too. Just an offer. It's funny, she doesn't have a skirt, but she has like 2 little clips. I thought she had a bald spot, but it was just like part of it. Oh. They're like lion heads on their neck. Sometimes how it parts, it does look like it's naked. Right in this behind their ears. Yep.
He knows what the camera is. There you go.
Just like a pile of hay and then 2 big old faces.
Oh yeah. You guys are adorable. That's a big old mouthful, man.
Look, she's like, where are we going?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Oh, butt hurt. Oh. Did you nip him? I don't think she really did, or she barely did to get his attention, because it got his attention. Girls can be that way.
Well, he dropped some poopies, so it must have got him freaked out a little bit.
He wasn't humping you, he's jumping over you. Not very gracefully. Hey. You don't thump at her. Says, why don't you pet me? Groom me. Why don't you groom me? Just want to grooms. See? You do that to each other. And then you love each other. You little stinkers. End of date number 5. And it went
Swimmingly well. We are
swimmingly.
going to get a bunny, and we didn't get her tonight because she needs some medication. And it won't come in until tomorrow, so we're gonna go pick it up tomorrow when we get her. So we have to wait one more day before we get this girl.
Exactly. She had coccidia, which is apparently very common in bunnies, and they miraculously found the very last tube of medicine. They're gonna go pick it up tomorrow, give her her first dose, and we're gonna watch it and see if we can do it from home, because she needs 4 total treatments. So we're gonna see if we can do that from home with her. Dipper loved her. They sat and snuggled for a while together. We brought out hay at one point and they ate all the hay together. It was really cute. He only mounted her twice, and then immediately whenever we pushed him down, he was like, okay, I'm sorry. And then that's about it. He was really active with her, and a lot of the other dates that he went on, he was just scared and in a little ball. And this last date, he was hopping all over. He jumped on top of the couch and hopped over her a couple times. And she was like, whoa. But they got along really well. We think this bonding is going to be super easy. We're hoping this bonding is going to be super easy, because it's our first bonding. Anything else?
No. Tomorrow we're going to go pick her up with medicine. If all goes well, we'll have a bunny tomorrow night.
Yeah. So really quick, before we could go in to get Allie and get her medicine, the House Rabbit Society was slammed. So we just kind of hung out for a while, and we got to see a bunch of bunnies that were up for adoption while we were there. It's amazing how many rabbits there are that are up for adoption. Either people's circumstances change and they can't have their rabbit anymore, or they get a rabbit and are not educated enough to know how much responsibility they are. They don't get them spayed and neutered because of the price, and they don't like the behavior that unfixed rabbits have, so they dump them. Dipper was actually dumped by somebody. As cute as he is, I cannot still fathom someone just letting him out into the wild to be free and eaten by someone. He's the cutest thing I have ever seen, and someone just set him out to fend for himself, which he can't do because he's domestic. So I'm going to show you a couple of the rabbits that we got to see. They were special needs rabbits, and we got to hang out with them and help take care of them a little bit before we got to hang out with Allie and take her home. The first rabbit was a teeny tiny little baby rabbit. In the video and the picture, it looks like a wild cottontail rabbit, but it's not. That's just the markings of that breed of rabbit. But that little tiny bunny, its mom, and that litter all were dumped. And they're up for adoption now, but the volunteers at the House Rabbit Society are having to monitor the mom and make sure that she is feeding all the rabbits. The one in the picture in the video is a little runt that isn't getting fed enough, so one of the volunteers takes the mom and that little tiny baby to another room so that that one can get individual feedings to make sure that it gets fed enough. This other rabbit, a homeless man brought in to the House Rabbit Society because he found it dumped. And we're not sure what breed it is yet, but it has long hair, so it's either Angora or woolly or a really fluffy lion head. But its hair was so matted that it had to be shaved. There were still mats, so they had to let the hair grow more so that they could cut the mats out that were too short. And this poor little thing is the sweetest little rabbit. Everyone that holds it, it just melts and falls asleep in your arms, and it was the sweetest little thing. It's up for adoption too as well. And these are just 2 examples. The ones that are up for adoption right now at the House Rabbit Society, there's probably 50 just in the main viewing room, and they have several rooms of rabbits that are available for adoption or that they're just now receiving. And they get so many, they're actually full right now, and they have to send them out to other rabbit rescues around the country that are not and that have spots available for more rabbits. So please be aware of adopting rather than going to a breeder. Just know that there are so many rabbits out there already. We don't need more made just because they're cute and tiny. We need more adopted that have been purchased before and that have been abandoned or neglected. So see if adoption is a good option for you and your family, and check out your local rabbit rescue and see if there are any available that you would like to take home. It is 9:19 at night, and we are on our way home from the Home Rabbit Society.
House Rabbit Society.
Yes, I'm tired. And we have something in the back seat. Or should we say
Someone.
someone?
We will let you know when we get home. Sorry about the camera footage.
This is the worst road ever.
See you in a bit.
So Dipper is in his temporary bonding pen. He's no longer in the living room free roam, and he's not loving it. He doesn't like it. But look who's over here. It's Miss Allie. Who we have renamed Wendy. So she's got her little pen with everything she could possibly want and more. And she's, I don't know, foot and a half away from Mr. Man in all of his glory. So, let the bonding process begin. This is at home bunny date number 1.